Guys, every year Habitat for Humanity Northern Fox Valley holds fundraisers to allow them to build more homes for low-income families in our region. This year, they are trying something completely new. They are looking for the adventure types to become edgers, to take an exciting urban challenge. Well, WGN's Sarah Jindra, yes, I'm throwing her under the bus, convinced me that we needed to try it out first. Just off 53 on Martingale Road in Schaumburg sits a shiny, tall building.
This makes me so nervous.
Oh my gosh. With the ability to shake two regular high-flying traffic reporters to their toes.
Why did we agree to that?
Why? It's your idea. It's 21 stories high.
This was the highest building we could find in the area.
And it will hopefully help fill the coffers of Habitat for Humanity of Northern Fox Valley. Why are we here? Because we're crazy.
Yeah, because you guys are a little weird and everything, but there's really two reasons. Obviously, for us, it's a fundraiser. We take everything that we're going to make and put it into building houses for people. But the other thing is our constituency tends to be a little more mature, so we're really after trying to engage some younger people in what we do.
So after a little paperwork,
just signing our lives away,
and a lot of gear, Sarah Jindra and I are taking on the challenge to rappel this tall building and officially become Habitat for Humanity edgers.
1, 2, 3.
Once we get to the roof, rope access technician Phil Goldman helps us get acclimated with our attire.
This is your kill joint. What this does is if you start rappelling too quickly, this is going to lock up on you.
With our briefing still fresh.
Do we look like we know what we're doing?
Because we don't. It's on to site safety supervisor Roy Becker.
Let's both step up to this side.
Oof, okay, now I'm getting a little nervous.
Why are we doing this?
I'm going to hook up your both devices just like you had in training.
I'm super nervous.
Oh, you want to get her up there?
Just to get some...
I love you, children and husband.
Like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay. And
Ready?
now lock down the
And
building
like
just
that, we are off.
Ooh. Ooh.
You're doing
I
it.
did it!
Okay, stop.
In about 6 minutes, Sarah is on the ground.
I'm alive! Oh God, I just want to be on the ground.
But it will be another 4 before I'm close to joining her.
I can see the ground. I can see the ground. I want to be on it. Thank God. We're alive! My hands hurt. I know. I think I had the death grip on it. Flying in Skycam is much more our speed. There's a bubble around us.
I like our bubble. All right, well, the official event is tomorrow, and yes, you can still sign up to participate. The group has high hopes to raise $70,000, 10% of which will go to storm-ravaged areas as well in the U.S. This is the first time this chapter has ever tried this fundraiser, but the guys running it do it yearly, so don't worry about that. It is also the only rappelling event in Illinois this year.
Was it as scary as you made it out
Oh
to be?
my gosh! I mean, literally, even right now, my stomach doesn't feel
Really?
great because I watched the
That was
video.
today?
Yeah,
That
it was
was-
this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
The
Just a
shot,
little queasy.
the shot over the edge made us
Yeah, we went,
go,
whoa.
whoa, whoa.
They asked us, and they were right. They're like, you're going to want to get the shot, and we had the GoPros on. He said, so look to your right and look down. I was like, oh, no, I'm not. And he's like, just close your eyes so you get the shot. I was like, okay, because I'm not looking down. No touching. No. You guys want each whip stick of butter in? Take all the paper off? You want to get that?
Yeah,
You want mommy to help you?
yeah,
You want to pour some sugar? Can you pour that in the bowl for mommy?
yeah.
Amy, this is your life.
Yep. Now you want to try to split it apart?
That's close enough.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Close
By
enough.
the way, Crew's eating the cookies when we're done. I gotta put this on the mixer. You wanna help me mix? Shiny objects.
That's a nice
Wrong button,
mixer.
buddy. Christmas last year.
Oh.
Now can you stir it, Quentin? Can you put it in this bowl for me, please? Almost. Nice.
That's pretty good.
That was good. I was impressed. Is it ready? Not yet. You wanna put that in there? Let's just throw the whole thing in there. Let's not-
Watch your hands.
He's like, let me throw the spoon in there now, too. Okay.
So
Your
cute,
spoon's in there,
Amy.
buddy. You can't let go of the spoon.
What about this one? What about this one?
What do you think, guys? Should we take them out of the oven? All done? Back up, crazy animals. Back up.
Oh, it's cool glass.
We ready for cookies?
I like cookies.
You ready for some cookies?
Oh, yeah?
Cookies. Do you guys want to share with Uncle John and Aunt Felicia?
Yeah.
He said who?
Big lineup of
of family-friendly activities. Games, sports, interactive displays, something to pique everyone's interest. But for 2-year-old Dallas, it's all about the shiny cars. Just ask him and he will tell you exactly what you're looking at.
More.
Like a lot of little boys, 2-year-old Dallas loves cars and trucks.
Whoa, check it out.
Oh, wow.
So when the auto show rolled into town, he was determined to get Mom and Dad to take him.
Dallas seen the commercial and he told Dad we were buying tickets, so here we are.
He wasn't taking no for an answer. And what's that?
Lincoln.
I mean, how can you argue? The kid knows a few things about cars, or at least automakers.
Upwards of 50 for sure. 50? And then, yeah, 50, 60.
BMW.
That's right, at only 2 years old, Dallas can identify every vehicle in this room by its logo, and in fact, many not here as well. I even gave him a little test.
Subaru. Volkswagen. Toyota. Acura. Infiniti. Hyundai. Dodge. Buick.
So how did he learn 50-plus automakers? Well, if you have more than one red toy car in your collection, how else do you tell them apart?
So then I'm thinking, what can I nickname them? So I go, I'm just going to call them what they are. Lamborghini, Lexus, whatever the case may be. So he started picking up on it, and we slowly, surely started seeing, like, he was up to, like, a whole line of Hot Wheels, and he just named them all off.
Tesla. Sam. Bentley. Maybach. Citroen. Prairie. Chrysler. Scion. Lamborghini. Ford. Kia. Volvo.
Oh my God, it was so fast. Yeah, one right after another. It seemed like he was picking 5, 6 up a day.
Oh no.
Oh no, I dropped one.
Lincoln. Audi. Suzuki.
It's only taken him about 5 months to pick up on the 50-plus cars in his vocabulary, and he's still learning new ones all the time. His mom, April, even credits cars for getting his speech on track.
He was actually overcoming a speech delay at the same time, and I really think spitting out the car logos really helped get him this far.
And at this pace, he might have another dozen in his repertoire by the end of the day. Would you know who that one is?
Buick. Pivot. Mazda. Nissan. BMW. Porsche.
Yeah. That is awesome. Can I have a high five?
Dada.
Oh, that's great. Dallas only got stumped on one of the 30 logos I showed him. And honestly, to be fair, I printed it wrong, so only half of the logo was actually showing. So I'm going to give him that one. His mom and dad say he is now starting to also classify them as car, truck, SUV, and is learning all the individual models. Wow. It's been a season generations of Cub fans have been yearning for decades.
I've been waiting my whole life for this. My whole life. My dad started bringing me here when I was 5. My 9-year-old's into it. If I get a ticket, I'm going to go pull him out of school and surprise him.
He certainly won't be the only one suffering from the blue flu on the day the Cubs could clinch the NLDS. Are you playing hooky today?
Maybe. I got picked up early.
Are you playing hooky today from school?
Yeah.
Yeah! Give me a high five! Hooky all the way from California.
They do so much work that, I mean, if you miss one day, you're behind. But, you know, this may never happen again. And I've been waiting for this since 1969, so big deal.
I won a bet with my mom. It was $20 if they don't make it to the playoffs, and if they made it to the playoffs, I got a ticket.
I love them so much. The Cubs are like the best team in the world.
Who's your favorite Cub?
Anthony Rizzo. Anthony Rizzo. Bryant. Anthony Rizzo. Chris Bryant. He plays third base and I like third base. And he's really cute.
I used to like Anthony Rizzo a lot, but I watched a game last night and I saw Schwarber. Really good hitter.
Rizzo.
Why do you like Rizzo so much?
I just like his name. Jake Arrieta.
And even though they aren't in class, math, history, stats, all very prominent.
Rizzo's got over 30 home runs this year. Bryant broke a record that beat Billy Williams for home runs as a rookie.
You study. See, you're in school today. There's numbers, you're studying, there's history, right? And a little entertainment for kids of all ages. Who are you?
I am Madden Fett.
Madden Fett. Is that the grandpa, the Jenga Fett?
60's the new 40, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say I'm his grandpa, young at heart.
What are you looking forward to seeing today?
To see a player score a home run.
Is it make it hard to eat popcorn with no teeth?
No.
Peanuts? You eat peanuts?
Yeah.
Don't lose any more while you're in there. You're not going to be able to eat it all.
You're crazy.
Really? Aren't we all crazy excited about this year's team? You're going to bring a 3-year-old?
We're going to try. And blankets and whatever else. Probably a backpack full of toys. He's never been, so we've got to try for this. Come on. We've got to try.
Your kids don't even understand how lucky they are.
They have no idea. And when you were talking to my son, he was talking about Ernie Banks, I started to get a little teary, which is crazy because it's baseball.
Yeah, but it's October baseball at Wrigley.
Go Cubs! Go Cubbies! Go Cubs!
Generations of parents who never got a chance to go to a playoff game would miss the chance to take their own kids. And they say if the Cubs move on, they would pull them out of school for yet another game. Reporting from Wrigley Field, Amy Rutledge, WGN News. Plumbing, her mother calls it. By the time she was in 2nd grade, doctors told her a kidney transplant would be needed. Her family credits fantastic doctors at Lurie Children's Hospital for pushing it back this far. But now, wrapping up 8th grade, it was time. Timing which did not bode well for her favorite school activity. They met outside at the start of the school day. Dressed in full uniforms, music and instruments in hand, some 40 members of the Northbrook Junior High Wind Ensemble marched down the street. Not for a parade, for a fellow musician.
Let's help unload the percussion. We have stands.
Trucks drove in the large instruments and stands. As quietly as it could, the full band set up its performance formation. On the street outside the home of 8th grade flutist Emily Erickson, who just returned home after a 6-week hospital stay following a kidney transplant, 1 week after the group's final performance.
Emily had to miss her final concert last week, and the special nature of this kind of group is I don't know that we can replace it, but we can put something in its place, and give her a special memory that she can carry with her.
Hi!
Hi.
Do you want to come play with us?
Sure.
Grinning ear to ear, a surprised Emily walked out of her home and into her favorite school activity.
Wait, I'm taking pictures.
After the presentation of her end-of-the-year award ribbon,
Congratulations and welcome home.
Emily was right back in the game. Playing alongside the friends she missed so dearly. Emotional friends and family watched on, including Mom Judy, also in recovery for donating her kidney to Emily.
So mom will do anything for her kids.
Emily's happiness today temporarily erasing the tough times this family has been through.
That was the one thing, besides graduation, that she really wanted to make it back for, and she wasn't able to, and that was a big disappointment. So today was just phenomenal that she could play her last concert. She is my hero. She's amazing. She has done wonderful with all of it.
I saw her a couple days ago in the hospital, and she wasn't sure if she was going to play, and I was happy that she got to come up and play her flute.
It was really fun to surprise her.
Well, I felt really great. I knew she was going through this. I thought this would be really hard. So, I don't know. I think this is a great opportunity to show how much that we care for her.
As for Emily, a little shocked, a little overwhelmed, and very excited to get back to her normal life and her band.
I feel very, very special.
Yeah?
And just really excited because I missed the last concert. I was pretty upset about that.
Greg Scapolato just really understood what our whole family has gone through with all of this, and he's a fun teacher, great director, and for him to put this together has just been amazing.
He hopped on it, and those things go from 0 to fast in no time. Didn't know how to stop and shot out into the road as soon as a tanker was driving past, and the tanker drove over his belt line.
It was September 19th, a freak accident, and 6-year-old Caleb Clausen is crushed by a semi. His skull fractured, his future extremely bleak.
We were told by our neurologist and another doctor that Caleb's never going to eat on his own again, he'll never breathe on his own again, and he'll be stuck in a vegetated state the rest of his life.
Caleb remained in a medically induced coma at a Peoria hospital for 3 weeks, but from the beginning, this little Central Illinois superhero bucked every odd against him.
Should we get another bite?
A month after the accident, eating on his own while healing from 11 surgeries to repair his broken little body. Among the laundry list of injuries, 2 broken femurs, a broken pelvis,
His fractured skull required 3 surgeries alone. There were chest tubes and breathing machines, a lot of prayer, and milestones no one thought possible.
Baby.
And a lot of love from their community back home in Walnut, Illinois, more than 2 hours west of Chicago. Family and friends rolled up their sleeves, raising money to help this family of 6 with medical expenses and child care for their other 3 children, so Caleb can remain the focus.
I don't like it out here.
We caught up with the Clausens right before Christmas at the Shirley Ryan Ability Lab in Chicago, where Caleb spent 4 weeks working on his speech, his eating, and his strength.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. I think he's come a long way.
Whoa, look at that.
He's really been working on a lot of sensory play right now, so he's kind of all of these new sensations and everything are coming to him. So he's really liking to touch and feel and crunch and all of the different sensations are really interesting to him right now.
And just 94 days after an accident no one imagined he would survive,
On your marks, get set, go!
Caleb rode a bike and for the first time walked again.
A lot of doctors could tell that Caleb is very stubborn, and he always has been, and they said that actually played a huge role in his recovery.
The next day, Caleb left Chicago, headed back to Walnut with an escort along the way. His small town of 1,500 lining the streets to quietly welcome the beloved family back home, in time to celebrate Christmas around their own tree. And while Caleb still has a lot of recovery in front of him, he is expected to fully recover.
We were told by an educator here that she has every reason to believe that we will be getting our old son back. He's definitely our miracle child.
Amy Rutledge, WGN News.
Yeah, apparently you don't want to mess with the Packer fans, right, Mark?
Right. Scares me.
You know, John Stone should be wrapping up his day at work here at Webb Chevy. However, that is not the case today. Fired from his job for wearing a Packers tie to work. Now, it is a tie his boss told him several times to take off, but that demand John thought was simply a joke.
If I had never wore this tie, I wouldn't have known his true feelings about me, I figured. It is because I never had a chance. He never pulled me to the side, say, hey, John, you know we have a contract with the Bears. This being inappropriate for you to wear this tie. If he had to say that to me, I would have took the tie off.
Well, he didn't, and yesterday found himself unemployed. That, however, did not last that long. This morning on the WGN Morning Show, the general manager of Chevy of Homewood called in, wanting to bring John on board their team.
We've gotten a lot of phone calls already, people looking specifically to buy cars from John, a gentleman from Milwaukee, and some people as far away as San Diego.
So a big business boon there. Group of Packer backers circled the dealership later this afternoon, blaring their horns in John's support. John says he wore the tie in honor of his grandmother who died this month and was a huge Packers fan. Now, GM of Webb Chevy, Jerry Roberts, said he had warned John a number of times that he needed to take the tie off and was ignored. As for John and his potential new job, I spoke with him a little bit earlier. He is meeting with the general manager right now of the Chevy dealership in Homewood. We're going to have much more on that meeting and the potential start time of a potential new job coming up tonight at 9. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you so much. Amy Rutledge live for us tonight.